Good afternoon everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It is really lovely to have you here, and I hope you're all well. I'm doing okay, thank you. And this is going to be Saturday's video. Now it might be that I do a couple of things and join the films together because I'm filming in like 15-20 minute sections at the moment, so you know, we'll see how it goes. I've not got any hard and fast plans. It's Saturday scrapathon. The box is here. It's tidy-ish, but there's quite a lot in it. The tidier I make it, the more I can get in, you see. So you know, sometimes when it's full and overflowing there's not as much in as there looks, and it doesn't look too bad now, does it? But that's because I've organised everything and put, you know, sizes together and flattened everything. So I'm going to, for this first part of the video at least, I've set myself a little challenge, and I was going to do it without you, then I thought, oh, that'll be good for Saturday's scrappy make, because I'm using the scraps. So I've got this little envelope of scrappy things, lots of, you know, didn't realise that was in there, but lots of bits of, you know, papers and elements and embellishments and, you know, bits of scrap, all sorts of just scrappy bits that really are making my making my boxes untidy. So I'm going to try and collage all of them, the whole lot. Now it would be a bit full on if I just used those, so I'm going to use some of the plain just the plain, I think, papers out of my scrap box that I'll get out in a moment, and I'm going to do a page onto here. Love looking through this still haven't taken that many out of it, but I was thinking that I might that's it, so I've taken a few out. I might go through and put some medium Mod Podge, what's it called? I mean, I use this Distress Collage medium. Now obviously it's kind of a glue, and you can use it. I use this nice big brush. I've been doing it on here. You can use it to actually collage with, to stick your pieces down, and you put the glue underneath and on top. Yeah, and that's probably a good thing to do. I might do that one day, actually. I've never tried that. What I do is I glue them down with glue stick, but you know, I really don't trust the glue stick. So many things, even more so recently, you know, where you get and corners are sticking out, or some, you know, or I can peel whole pieces off because the glue stick just hasn't done its job. I'm getting a bit wary of glue sticks. But what I normally do with my collage is, because I like to sometimes splatter, I don't know if you can see the splodges on there, I like to splatter and you know, put gesso and things like that, splots of ink on them. I tend to just glue them down with a glue stick, and then I go over with a you know, a full coat of this, which I've done with these. They're very nearly dry, but I only did them a few hours ago actually, but they're not dry enough to use yet. And I'm only saying that because I think I've got some Mod Podge on here actually. Yeah, somebody was asking me what is Mod Podge, somebody who's fairly new to junk journaling. So it's kind of the same thing. I find this one much better. Now this is a Tim Holtz one, and I think it's more expensive than this because they were a similar price, and obviously it's a lot less size, but this isn't cheap either. They're not cheap, but they're not excessively expensive. I can't remember how much, I'd tell you. I think these are about £10, so I'm guessing that one's about 8 or 9. I don't know, can't remember. Definitely prefer this one. It's not as shiny, although this one is matte, and you can get shiny in Mod Podge, and you can get what did I see the other day when I was there? Not glittery, but like that glistening kind of Mod Podge. Yeah, I much prefer this one. I must use that Mod Podge up, but it's kind of like a glue. It's like a glue and a finish, so you can use it for either or both, and it seals them. You know, so all my edges are down now. There was quite a few edges here and there. You know, as I cut it up, they would have stuck up, and now they're all nice and smooth. And it does, when it's dry completely, it's a lovely smooth feeling. Not plasticky, but very nearly. Do you know what I mean? It's yeah. Anyway, that was just to show that you newbies and anyone that hasn't used it, what it is that I use, and I definitely prefer this one. Now I've only tried those two. There might be others out there that are much better. So, you know, if you're a crafter that uses this a lot, let me know, and yeah, I'm willing to give something else a try if it's good. So that's probably what I will do with this once it's dried, and I'm thinking I might do it with the other pages in the book. I'll have to decide if I want to splatter them or not. So yes, we'll be having a delve in this top stuff at some point. So something like that could be Mod Podged and cut into tags and decorated. So excuse me, that's my cup of tea making itself known. I've nearly drunk it. Yeah, what I'm looking for. Yeah, enjoy the view while I'm having to dig through, because I've put them all together. They're all my papers at the top. Let's get through the papers. And then we went to like text and book page. See, organised this. I've got was it that one? Let's have a look. Let's get them both out and move this away. So that little plastic A5 wallet I've had a while, and I don't think I've been in it particularly. So this is lots of plain smaller pieces for collaging. So yeah, I'll try and use some of these smaller pieces up as well. Yeah, because there's a lot of, you know, colourful and what's the word? You know, little bits of elements and things. There's a lot of little bits. I think this probably started out as the little bit one then, and it's ended up with a big piece or two. So let's take the big. Yeah, it is now all small bits, look. So that's, I was a bit confused as to what was going on there. So these are all the little tiny bits. So it'd be nice to use quite a few of those up in my collage. And these are the same, so they're all kind of neutrally, so they're good for backing or some smaller bits in there, look, or for collaging. Now some of these are, you know, my coffee dyed card, so yeah, I don't really want to collage with those amongst paper. Let's get rid of that, because oops, get them out again, put them away, get them out, put them away, get them out. Let's have a mess. It's Saturday, let's do it. I did tidy the middle of my desk up well, and a little bit towards the edge, a bit more than normal, so we're tidy-ish. Put that one on there. So yeah, I am going to glue stick this, but like I say, I'm not going to leave it at that. It will be matte mediumed. What's the word? Sealed. Let's use the word sealed. I'm just getting a glue page or two. How are we doing for how close? I think you're fairly close, aren't you? It'll only be small bits, so hopefully this one, for now, I won't put it away and then. Okay, let me try and get. It might be easier if I move you nearer me actually. Otherwise, I'm at a real stretch. That's it. Okay, I think you can just about see all I'm doing. I can see the camera today. Okay, let's go. So am I going to ink? Am I going to ink? I think I am, because I'm, like I say, I'm having a nice gentle, I'll bring it a bit closer. Try not to throw it on the floor, Denise. A nice gentle crafting session today. So, oh, that's got something on the back, but I do like this side. So, and you can see where all the ink bits are dropping on my white page there, because I really need to change this, but it's still working okay, so I can cope with a few little bits, as long as I'm not doing a pristine project where if I drop a bit of ink on it, it matters. It's very, very seldom, if ever, that I do something like that. Ooh. I think I might use that for die cut. It's bent there for some reason, so yeah, there's a few squarish pieces, you know, rectangular pieces. I guess that's because that's how they've been off-cut, you know, things trimmed and cut out. So these are small pieces of my die cut paper, but they're just thick paper, they're not card. So I'll cut that one in half, and nice paper this, it's from a writing paper set. So I don't think I've really got much news to tell you. It's Saturday, so for you guys, yeah, so as you're watching this, I'll be getting ready to go out to we're going to a wedding. I think I told you that. We're going to a wedding evening do. One of Neil's work colleagues, he's leaving work early tomorrow to go, because he works till 8, as you know, and it is his shift to be in, so he's got some time owed, so he's leaving at 6, so He says that, and he often comes home earlier, so I think if everything goes well and he can get away, he'll be in before 6. So I want to, you know, get myself ready and what have you just after lunchtime, so that if he surprises me and comes home early, he can have the bathroom and the bedroom and all that lot. I forget what a palaver it is, getting ready getting ready to go out. We just don't do it very much anymore, you know, not to dressy up do's. Kind of stopped during COVID, didn't it? And we've never really got back to, you know, to go into do's and get-togethers and what have you. I think that generally that's people, unless they're going to, you know, pubs and clubs and nightclubs. A lot of people are the same as us now. They just don't go out. We all became hermits, didn't we? Of course, my health deteriorated a bit as well I started being poorly. Not my knees, I mean my arthritis in my knees has been going on for years, but I don't consider that, you know, an illness, as it were. It's just a health issue that needed addressing and has been. But my other illnesses, my blood clots and what have you, they started just as COVID hit. So yeah, the kind of two things came together. So it was a huge period of change, shall I say, for me. So all those weeks in hospital, and then, you know, dealing with the new state of life for us, and then all the COVID restrictions as well. Oops, try and get some interesting bits going. Right, I'm going to start now because I'm 10 minutes in and all I've done is inked. You must be fed up of watching it. Okay, so let's get some bits on, get some bits down, and then just put these in front of me, see if they inspire me, and I will ink those bits as I put them down should they need it. Okay, let's start with a big piece. Now I've got my cardigan on because it's a warm-ish, no, not warm, but it's not cold, so I don't have my heating on. But let's get rid of all that. Yeah, it's a little bit cool sitting around doing nothing. Now if I was moving around and, you know, houseworking in the loosest sense of the term, but, you know, moving around the house doing things, housey things, I probably wouldn't need my cardigan on, but because I'm sat not really using much energy, need a cloth. I do, and I always feel better crafting without any sleeves, especially a cardigan like this. You know, I don't mind like a skinny rib jumper or something like that, but they always feel like they're, well, chances are I'm going to put my sleeve in something as well. But yeah, I much prefer not to be, so I feel a bit bundled up. So if I get warm, hopefully, I will remove it and I will feel much happier. I might remove it and put it on again. Yeah, I'm back to my old, see, if I don't think about what I'm doing, I naturally do the corners and the edges first. I don't know why. It's just that part of me that's organised. Yeah, I laugh because, as you know, I'm not a particularly organised person. Right, oops, a bit harsh on your glue, so I'm going to try and stop that. I'm going to try and, it keeps grabbing me. See, things grab you in your cardigan as well when it's a woolly one, in your jumpers. Let's try and just, I like this one with got somebody's signature on it, must have come from a letter. Oh, I made that very sticky. Put some bits down and then I can go over with some of the pieces that are winking at me, all these pretties here. A couple more down and then we'll go for it. Am I on the wrong side there? No. Have that one there, I think. And just a big piece of white in the middle, so we'll just stick something there and then see how we go. Okay. So the idea is to use these up, these scruffy little bits here. Anything I use from that pile is a bonus, but let's try and and use these. Okay, right, I'm going to, sorry, I moved the camera then. Rolled my sleeves up a little bit, so I've still got the heat, but okay, let's just grab things and make a start, because they're going to be overlapped, aren't they? Some of them. Oops, I'm sticky already. I didn't bring. Let's get some of these bits from under here. That's a big piece. Oh, it's two big pieces. Right, it's been tea dyed as well, so let's, oops, get the white bit off the middle. Come on, did not want to tear there. Get rid of that. Let's have one of these in this bottom corner then, shall we? So I've been tidying up, as you know. It's one of my things at the moment. I sit and have half an hour, or well, it often turns into an hour, just going through folders, files and boxes, and yeah, you'd think I'd be done by now, wouldn't you? But no, I'm still at it. I'm still tidying. Maybe I never will be. I think because on the days when I don't tidy and I just craft and print, I've done a lot of printing just recently, you know, I don't put everything away, often because it hasn't got a home yet. Well, sometimes because it hasn't got a home yet, often just because that's who I am. I'm not a put awayer. I didn't like all the white in there, but that's it. I'll have a piece of that now because I haven't got anything very white down there, and it will have something over it, I'm sure. So shall we go up there? Another blob. Being a bit rough with my glue, I don't know why. Don't feel like I'm hurrying, but maybe I am. And yeah, let's use both pieces up. Oops. Put you there. Planting later can be chancy, it says, especially in the north. Purple varieties, don't know what we're talking about. That's got you know, sticky up bits, but we might put something over it in a minute. No, not that. We've got a bit of a butterfly theme going on, haven't we? Right, let's put a pop of colour. Right. Definitely don't like the straight edge of that. I'll just do 3 though, because one will probably be at least hidden. I'm wondering if I ought to get some of the smaller glue sticks just for doing these small pieces of collage, just because I'm all over with the big one, all over the edges. And my glue paper doesn't last 2 minutes before it's covered. The only thing is they're a lot more expensive, you know, gram for gram, than these these big ones. Big ones are good for big coverage, but yeah, I'm going to go down there with that, because then I've got a nice edge going on. That's some butterflies. Oh, that's a shiny piece, but I'm going to put some medium over it anyway, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. And it's the kind of a piece that will only ever be used, look, for collage, because there's nothing on it particularly apart from the tips of a few flowers. No, leaves. And it is from my calendar by whom? William Morris, not by him, of his works. So it's a William Morris calendar, that's why it's a little bit shiny. Do we need an edge on there? I've put something on it, but it's not really doing much, is it? Let's have that on. There we go. So I always underestimate how long this is going to take. I thought it would be done. That's why I said to you I might do a few and come back to you. You know, a few projects. Let's have this bit of straw paper down. But it's taking longer than I thought. Oh, a bit of Edith, always welcome. I think I've cut it off something as well because it's got a little bit of tape or something on there, but we're going with it. Where shall we have her? There. I don't know why. Just, oh no, I've got paper in me. What's left of my tea? The times I do that. Right, I've got it out. Let's hope that's it. A piece of purple lined or lilac lined. Still very square everywhere, aren't I? Mind, I'm going to go over the top, aren't I? That doesn't matter. I'm going to go over the top with lots of these little things, so put that down because that's been kicking around a little while as well. I think it's a piece of vellum stuck onto a piece of book page. Yeah, it is. So, good. It was supposed to be made into something. I never got any further with it, so now it's sorted. Too much. Too full on. Right, I like that there, but I want something under you. Okay, let's go with a piece of that book edge, and it's vintage book edge because it's very delicate. I noticed when I tore it. Where do we want to be? Yeah, up there. So yeah, looking at all the scraps I've got here, there's probably going to be about 3 of these created, isn't there? Shall I go? No, let's go up there. Decisions. By the time they're all used up. So yeah, I won't be doing 3 with you guys. With that little arrow. This is when, again, it's a nice soft piece of book page, and it's from when I did all that stamping, making your own ephemera pieces, which I love doing, but to be honest, I don't know. I seem to collect so many ephemera pieces now. I think it's from all the kits that I do and things that I can't not buy because I love them so much. There's a nice ticket. That would be nice over there. So let's have, what's this? Ooh. Yeah, let's have that pop of colour there. Just an offcut from a piece of digital what? Oops. So even though I started with those very plain pieces, we're still very full on, aren't we? We're still very bright and beautiful. Let's leave that showing. Yeah, I think I might do another one of these with you now, if you're bored. Fast forward it. I know I get a lot of comments, people saying we won't fast forward it, we like it. But yeah, I'm just talking to the odd person who's like, oh, can you do something different? I will in a minute, just fast forward this bit and I will. Don't know what I did there, but it's just so relaxing. This is the thing. And I have to say, I'm not sure what it is, I'll have a little think about it, but I much prefer doing this on camera. Now some things I enjoy off camera better. Well, not better, but it's just easier. But collaging, I don't know, I think because the time constraint, isn't there? I don't know what it is, really. I just enjoy doing it better on camera than not. That's probably why I'm always saying if you're bored, speed it up, because I'm just chilling and I feel like you might not want to just watch somebody chill. Oh, let's have something colourful on there. Shall we have a piece of vellum cut off? Yeah. I'm going to put my art glitter on it because I'm feeling, I mean it does stick down with glue stick this, but I'm just feeling that I'm not trusting my glue stick at the moment. Like I say, I've had one or two things that are just not doing the right thing. Don't know where I want it. Just a bit of white to cover there. I'm sure that's not where I was going with it, but that's where it is now. I've got a little corner here that needs something. Yeah. I'm going to leave all the cream on it, just to give a little bit of a tiny amount of blank space going on. And it looks like it's just pegging that October word piece of paper to the, just got a line, a real tiny line there where I can see white. There's a little bit of faux washi on it. Yeah, I've just inked my fingers, probably more than the papers. There we go. Okay. Got a bit of a purpley vibe going on, haven't we? A bit of a lilac-y, pinky hint. So let's use that bit while we have. We just want something on there, so we're going with the butterfly on there. Yes, I'm going to cut that off. It's a bit annoying. I've kept it all this time. I should have cut it off a long time ago. And I know I could have glued it down. It just makes the piece a little bit too big, I think. That's it. Oh, there's another butterfly here, look. Right, let's have a look at like tickets and things. Maybe have a ticket down here. And there. Right, we're going with too many tickets now. What else have we got? There's that butterfly that I said I had. Said, oh, there's another butterfly there. That's a stamped piece. Let's go with that. Okay. Oops. I should have counted how many pieces of this I've put on, shouldn't I? Just because I like numbers. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there it is. I haven't stuck it down yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces. Yeah, and I bet there's probably 60 at least there. So a fifth, shall we say? I've used a fifth of it on that one. Yeah, it's a very, very eclectic piece suddenly. Butterfly. That's on top of all the, you know, the scraps that we've used. It's just a nice tiny, teeny tiny piece of, I'm going to do it. Corner of a music page there. Okay. I'll just turn it over like that. Just don't know where I'm going to ink now. Might have to move the camera again. Thought I'd moved it this way enough. Yeah, I'm going to do another one. How long have I been? Not quite been half an hour, so yeah, this might just be a video, a collage video, or shall I do something else? Yeah, let's make something else. I know you love to watch collaging, but I really want to get some bits made out of my scrap box. So let's use some scrap box pieces up and make something and maybe decorate them. Right, it's time for the cardigan off. Yay! Ooh. Okay, right, I tidied everything up and away just so that yeah, I had some space to move. Now I haven't forgotten, I started with a challenge. I've challenged myself to use this up, so you know, it's going to take me Saturday and Sunday, but I'm going to still use some of those. I've left them there, hopefully on this. So I just dragged some things out of the scrap box, papers. There are my blank ones underneath and just some bigger papers. Let's see what we can make. And this, yeah, because I've been looking at this so often. What did I just knock on the floor then? A label. Yeah, let's make it into some. Now, do you know what? I'm thinking we could make that into some tall tags for the long skinny journals, couldn't we? How wide are you? I was about to just cut those off, and then I thought, oh, they might make good tags. So if I straighten it up, it's probably 14.5. So we're probably looking 7.25. Oops. Oh, 7 and a smidge not inches, centimetres for each tag. About there. Yeah, they're nice tall thin tags, aren't they? So right now that one is quite near the bottom. I want it in the centre, so we've got well, past it we've got 2 centimetres, so we can only go 2 centimetres past it that way, which will be 5.5 centimetres, just so that the eyelet is central, if you're wondering what I'm up to. So that's 5.5 at the bottom and 5 at the top. How can that be? Are we not straight? We are. You straight? No. How can that not be straight? That's a factory edge. That's so bizarre. Okay, so 5.5. Yeah, that's a bit better. I think I can go to 3/4. Oh, look at that lovely copper glitzy there. Oh, it's not on that bit. Yep, so it's a long thin tag, isn't it? But so let's try and make this one. Probably going to be the same, isn't it? Straighten the edge up a little. Oh, straighten the edge up a lot. And that side of it, we've got 3. So it's about 5. So yeah, it can be 7 3/4, that one, like the other one was. Shall we go to 8? Let's go to 8 and see what it looks like. And that little strip is definitely not going in the bin. Beautiful. It's going in the scrap box. Okay, so we've got, don't know how much more we'll get done because we've got 4 tags now to play with. Shall I stop them back? Yeah, I really want them back in. I think I'll stop and back them. I'll use some of the papers here just to save time on camera, and then yeah, we can spend more time playing with them. And there we go, magic. They're all backed. I still need to punch the hole out of the back in there, but I did 2 with the so that is yes, what's the name, Edith Holden printed page, and this is just my coffee dyed page. Now I'm thinking they still, even though I've inked that one now, I'm still thinking I'd like a stronger border around them, so I think I'm just going to put a line of straight stitching. I'm not going to do the zigzag because sometimes that can be too much, and they are quite tall and thin, aren't they? But I think I'll do a line of straight stitching around them when I've done. Right, let's see how many we're going to do. Now I was thinking, because the towel, I need some, I'm not going to be able to use all those little bits, I don't think, in my box. We might use a couple. Well, I've pulled one out already, which is this frame. I think it's from Tanya. I think it came in some Happy Mail. It's a very beautiful frame, and I'm wondering if it's a die cut. So yeah, that will go on one of them. But what I did bring was 2 of my lovely tape measures that I printed on vellum. So shall I do the 2 thin ones? No, I'm going to do, that's quite a thick tape measure. I'm going to do 2 sets of 2, so two pairs. And I brought 2 clocks, so you know, from the vellum, absolutely gorgeous. Love all these vellum bits. Yeah, I can't wait to do the doors next. Salvaged Architecture, it's another kit by Nanine, and yeah, I can't wait to print those on vellum and start using them. I'm going to be the vellum kid for a few weeks anyway. Okay, these are, I think these were freebies. Yeah, these were freebies from Tanya on Buy Me a Coffee, I believe, site. Yep, so not right down there. We don't want things right down at the bottom because they will look. I'm just wondering if that clock would go down there. No, let's not over egg the pudding. I did bring my Tim Holtz wildflowers, are they? I can't remember what they're called, die cuts. I like that side better, even though that's not the side that's the top. Do they get lost on there? That one might actually. That pink might stand out a bit better. It does, doesn't it, after all that? Oh, that's a nice one. That's like shiny purple, and we've got purple going on. Yeah, I like the way through this vellum you can still see all like the yeah, the crazy pattern, the crazy inking on the tag base. Let's get a couple going then. Is that a lavender piece? Yeah. So no, don't like the two in the same colour together. Wildflowers aren't like that, are they? They're not the same colour together. That's the same one as that. Nope. So I like those two. Let's find something to go with them. So that's kind of black and white. Don't dislike that if it had something bright at the other side. I think that one's going to be too bright. It is. I'm not thinking black, but let's, oh, now black and purple. Quite like that one. What do we think to the clock at the bottom? Perhaps not right at the bottom, so if we move the flowers higher up, the clock could kind of cover them there. Could you always have a label, couldn't I? Can you see? Am I in camera? I think so. Right, I need to stick some bits down, I think. Not sure about that one. I've got lovely green. Oh, it's the same flower, that's a shame. Let's try the green and a pink flower the other way. Oh, that's pretty. That's another one of those purple ones. Alright, they make a nice matching pair. I wonder if to put this one at the bottom and have the label at the top for that one, so that they're, yep, let's do that. Okay, so they're the same but different. Right, labels. Now I have got my what are these? Pastel, that's what I'm trying to say, pastel coloured labels. But they are quite light. I think they're lighter on camera. I like that one though. Yeah, than they are in real life. But they're still quite light. That's that green one. So will you just go under there? You will. Now these ones I believe are from the new kit that's coming out on the 1st of March. No, I don't believe it, I know it, they are. The Bluebell Woods. Oops. And they're from Nanine's part of the kit. Tanya's got the green labels in hers. I think I'm going to have to stick those down because they're curling up with the heat. And then I'll look for labels. So what I need to do is try and get those exactly where they are. So what are we? We're about 3/4 of an inch, would you say, from the bottom? Let's leave that one there, and then hopefully I can put them both on the same level, because the clock's going to have to go over them. It did start, yes. I had an awful feeling then I hadn't started the film going. Yeah, because I know I'm a good 35-40 minutes in now, so oops, up there, Denise. See, I nearly got carried away talking and didn't do. I want a dabber, really. Have to be a cloth. Don't know what I wanted something else. A dobber type thing. Finger tool dobber, there we go. Okay, and you can go slightly higher, but only ever so slightly. Oops. Yeah, I've had my die cut machine out. That is something that I have been doing, and yeah, I've got loads of lovely die cuts to use and share with you very soon. They are literally in a massive box, all muddled up. It's not a pretty sight, or you might think it is, but yeah, I keep looking at it and thinking I need to do that, and soon. Yep, so maybe that will be a Sunday afternoon task, who knows? You never know. Right, now I find these vellumy bits do stick down well with the glue stick. It's one of the things that does take. Now what I did wonder about with these, because I have an inkjet printer, is you know, will the ink run as I glue them? Now I have used some of the rulers already and that hasn't happened, and some of the butterflies, but I don't know. You never know, do you? Because I've often inked pages, you know, not inked them, glued them and used very wet glue, and it does make the ink run if you over wet the page. So, but that one seems to have gone fine. Right, so this one's going higher up, so you're going right up into that corner as far as you'll go. Love the black die cuts. Go lovely with the antique-y distressed browns. Oh. Okay, right up there. Gosh, that is high up. Did I want it quite that high? Drag it down a little bit. Scared myself now. Yeah, I am having them high though, aren't I? That doesn't want to let go because I'm having my label down here. Now the thing about the vellum clocks is you have to make sure you stick them on the right way, otherwise you'll have a back to front clock. With most images it doesn't matter, but yeah, these vellum ones, I think I'm just going to take that tiny bit off of there because I don't want to overlap them. Oops, because they're not chunky, but they're, you know, they've got a bit of thickness to them. Yeah, okay, I know where it's going. I can see the stems through that clock, but I don't mind. Can't talk, I'm concentrating. Ooh. Ah, so many little bits. I mean, they're worth it when you get them down, but yeah, there's a lot of glue sticking. A lot of gluing on camera. Where are we going? See, I think it looked a bit full on that page when it was a whole page of, you know, this ink splodge and what have you. It's not ink, is it? It's paint, that. It's paint I've put on it. But when you just look at an odd piece of it, I don't know if it's catching the glittery stuff as well. You know, rather than all of it together, I think it's beautiful. And I think when it's got a line of stitching around it, what am I doing? It will be even nicer. Back to front, yes. Make sure I glue the back to front bit. So you're going up there. And we're having a label underneath you. Oops, don't curl over on me. Glue your little self down, that's it. Okay. So I'll just put those to one side because... Now, am I leaving the white round those roses? I think I'm going to. You know where I've cut them out? I could trim it further, I could ink it, but it kind of makes them stand out, doesn't it? Do I want this ruler over them? No. No, I want the vellum down first. Oops. Okay, let's have a clean piece of stuff, everything. Clean piece of glue paper because... Well, my bin's overflowing. It went in my tea again, but it's cold and I haven't drunk it now. Yeah, make sure I'm gluing the wrong side. I have to say these, I was a bit concerned about cutting out these rulers with the vellum because it can curl up when you cut it vellum. And I tore them with a ruler and they tore beautifully. So I won't be cutting them out ever. The thing is, yeah, I think at the moment I need to leave them on the page. Look at that beautiful pink glitter under there. It'll show through, I hope. I'll go in a little bit as well from the stitching. Because yeah, if you cut them out, they're gonna be all curly whirly. It'll be like having a box of snakes. I won't stand a chance. So yeah, they are one of the few things. I might cut them into A5 size and then you know, so leave 3 or 4 together, and then I'll be able to put them in one of my A5 wallets. Now they do take ink as well. Vellum does take the ink quite well. If you want to ink the edges, I wasn't bothered because there's plenty going on underneath. Whoops, in this instance. Yep, so I haven't gone quite to the bottom, I haven't gone to the top, and I haven't gone to the edge because of the stitching. Love that one particularly, it's very, very shiny. Okay, so the flowers were going on next. Where's the one from there gone? Here. Got my lids off my glues, but I'm going to use them. I haven't used this, have I? I've only got one though. Well, no, I did have two. I've used one on something. Let's do this first. Oh, I'm very sticky on that finger end. Right, so yeah, not quite low. Not that low, Denise. Yeah, not inking. And I'm going to art glitter. I think. Yeah, I am. Just be easy around the edges. Ish. Oops. If you can stay on the edge, would be good. Yeah, so I've been a lot longer than I thought, but at least we've got some collage and some tags done. And it won't be that long for you, will it? Because I stopped the camera while I backed to them, which was a great help, because it means we got all 4 finished. I always hate it when I have to say, right, I'll finish this without you. Right, so we're going low, but not quite as low, and further over to this side, I think. Yeah, I want to ink that. I think I will. Yeah, I've got a very stuck up finger, it's driving me. I think it needs soap and water on it. It's horrible when you can't feel properly through your fingers. It must be awful. I know people lose sensation, don't they, in finger ends. I think diabetic people do, or you know, some diabetic people do. Must be horrible, because it's very annoying when you've got a bit of glue on them. Or am I just an easily annoyed person? Could be that. No, I suppose it's not nice. I know I've got nerve damage from my first knee operation, unfortunately, and it's well, I don't know if it was from the actual operation. They say it isn't, but that's when it started, or if it's from, you know, when I was laid in bed after it, I got sciatica, which is trapped nerve, isn't it? But even when the sciatica's better, I still have reduced feeling in, well, practically no feeling in one of my big toes, which is horrible. Lovely. Tell you all about my big toes, and of course I've got sciatica in my back, and I've got sciatica, which is leg pain from your back, isn't it? Yeah, so I know what it's like when it flares up. It gives you a bit of a numb feeling in places and agony in others. And of course, all of you ladies out there who've had your knees done like me will know you have places that are numb, which is very weird. Yeah, I can bang the very front of my kneecap and not know it till I get a bruise or you know, a poorly. Yeah, then we'll go on something long and tall, but not these. Oh, I was going to say we're done, but we're not. We want some labels on these. How did you escape? Right. So these are much smaller, but I've got smaller labels here. Again, these are from Nanine's kit. That's sweet, isn't it? Now, there are some triangular ones as well, look. It's not quite big enough. I haven't cut the bigger triangle ones out yet, I don't think. And I don't think I've got them near me. No, they're in my fussy cutting pile. So, I like that little one up there because it's a very thin one. What we're going to have down here now, this isn't Nanine's, this is, no, I don't like it. I think it was Tina's Shabby Dabby Doodah. They're a little bit too small. Right, I've got that in a colour that goes, because that seems nice. These are more pastel. Green. What do we think to green? Let's move these out and have a look. Let me ink it. Yeah, another pastel kit by Nanine. I'm trying to think what it's called. Summer Garden Pastels. It's not that, but it's something like that. Could just be garden pastel. Yeah, I think it's garden pastels. Yeah, Now, oh, I'll put that on. I think I feel like I need to ink them more heavily around the edge, but I'm thinking I don't, if you see what I mean. I'm thinking the stitching on the machine will make all the difference. So I'll show you them on the Sunday video if I get a chance to go and stitch them before I film that. Okay, so we've done 4 of those, and where's me? Let me just grab my page of. Oh, that's very full on, isn't it? So there's the page of collage, adding to all the others in the book there, lovely. And yeah, I'm really pleased with those. So I might, I need to punch hole and put something through, and I might put a couple of labels on the, you know, on the back. So like I say, I'll show you them again on Sunday. But yeah, really pleased with those. Some nice long tall tags. So I used a bit out of the scraps, didn't I? Here and there. Okay, hope you have a lovely Saturday, and I will see you again Sunday. More scrappy makes. Bye for now.